Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another First 10. Today, the Centurion Mk.10, British tier, I don't know what tier actually, medium tank. That's hilarious. So, unfortunately this is not live commentary. I recorded this First 10 yesterday morning, August 21st, and unfortunately I was messing around with some settings with my microphone last week when I did some streaming, and I didn't notice that I hadn't reset everything back to where my microphone was the input for my recording program. So here's all the gameplay, but unfortunately none of the voice narration got recorded yesterday, so I'm doing it again. I noticed after Battles 7, so Battles 8, 9, and 10 will have live commentary recorded yesterday. So you'll know you're back to the live commentary when I say that I just realized that none of the things were working and I'm disgusted about it or something like that in battle number 8. At any rate, so starting out here, I have set my research to parts. I did remember to do that for the first battle. I changed my shell count to 33, which you should have already seen. So the big front ammo rack is gone. And I have a, I believe, 10% Silver Lion boost on, no research boosts. Just checking the enemy team there as we're fighting the Germans. I'm heading towards A to go for the cap, laboriously, as it were, because this is basically the same vehicle as the rest of the Comet family of tanks and tank chassis here, and everything after the Comet does not go terribly fast. So, just like the Centurion Mk.3 and the Carnarvon and everything, this one's held up at 21 miles per hour max. Not that great, even on hard road like this. So just kind of making my way down to A here. And really, I was very surprised I didn't encounter any enemies up to this point, and was very surprised that when I started capping I didn't immediately take a hit. I thought for sure somebody's got to be just parked here on the point waiting for me to get into it and cap it. But no, it wasn't the case. So I wish I could remember half of what I said live for here to try and recreate like what I was thinking, what I was doing, but I really don't remember. Now part of that is in between battle number 5 and battle number 6. I took about an 8-hour break and went to a baseball game and did some other running around and visited some friends and stuff, which was already planned. I knew I wasn't going to get the entire first 10 recorded before we had to get ready and leave for the baseball game, so I got as far as I got. And when I got halfway done after battle number 5, that's when I decided this is a good place to quit halfway through. Stop now, get ready to go, and then come back and finish it afterwards, which is what I did. So back to this battle, I'm thinking at any second now, I've got to run into like the entire enemy team, because it's crazy that I haven't encountered them yet anywhere near the capture point. Somebody from the other team should have been near the capture point, enough for me to at least see them get shot at or see them shoot or something, but no, nobody. The first enemy I see is right up there, down the road to the right. And it's that tiger. You can just see his butt sticking out there up on the podium, whatever you want to call it, the statue platform there. But he got destroyed, so still just looking for. And there we go. There's finally some tangible enemy contact over here to the left. So of course I've got to turn this thing terribly slowly and then drive through a shell crater, which slows me down even more, and driving back up out of it. And by the time I can get this thing over to where I can see anything, it's been destroyed. And then I realized this giant building here with a gun barrel sticking out of it is not a well-camouflaged building. It's actually an enemy Ferdinand. Like, I didn't even see him at first. I don't know how he didn't see me and shoot me either, but thankfully the default shells in this, the APDS, can go right through the front armor of a Ferdinand from at least this range. So now this guy behind me is taking hits, and I can't tell where they're coming from. So I'm watching up here, and then I look to see if he backs away, and he takes another hit, which kills him, and I still have no idea where these shots are coming from. There's a Tiger 2H up here somewhere that knocked him out, but I don't know where it came from. I didn't see it at all, and there's friendlies up in front of me, so I have no idea where that Tiger was that knocked out the M26 there. I never do see him. So I'm just moving through here slowly, trying to figure out where the heck he was. Trying to get a little revenge, get a little anti-tank action going on. Try to cover a little bit of ground whatsoever in my Centurion here. Looking for any kind of enemy contact at all. Looking at the mini-map, looking around, and not really seeing anything. And just as I'm about to turn this corner, I realize, hey, that's enemy contact right there. But a nice shot right through the middle of the Whirlwind turret there. Damaging the gun, rather. Disabling the gun. And then I must have hit exactly on the angle of his armor there, because it showed a hit, but it didn't do anything. And then I'm able to get a good shot right through there and knock everything out up in the turret. Which, first kill, first battle, always happy on a first 10. Now it wasn't an enemy main battle tank. It was a AAA tank, but I'll take it. Kill is a kill. And I was watching to see what this B-25 was bombing, but I'm pretty sure he just bombed the Whirlwind that I had just blown up. That's what he dropped on, which I don't blame him for being a little skittish about seeing a Whirlwind out in the open. I'm pretty sure that's what he dropped his bomb on, though. You can see it right there. Again, still just worming my way around through all this ruins and stuff, trying to find more enemy tanks to shoot at. Just not seeing much of anything. The sun is not really helping with the angle it's at. And these shadows and stuff, it's pretty easy for tanks to slip around, go unnoticed in them. I was honestly surprised I didn't like take any hits or anything at any point during all this driving around through here either. Like, there was nobody waiting in ambush or anything. Very strange the way this first battle went. There's some good contact, though, and I was very happy with this shot right here. This little snapshot happened to go right through the ammo rack in the shoulders there, and there's a first anti-tank kill for the second kill in the first battle. I'm thinking to myself at this point, boy, this battle's gonna be good, but if I keep this up, this tank's gonna be no problem. It's 16,000 research points for the first tier of research, so it's gonna be a while for parts, but I was thinking after this first battle, I'll be done with parts halfway through. I'll be able to move on to the turret traverse or tracks or something. I'll have that done right about by the end of the video. Another week I'll have FBE. Ha, no problem. Piece of cake. Of course, you might be able to tell that that's not exactly the way things went. So, right as I'm trying to decide where I want to head next and watch for them coming out of their spawn, there they are capturing A. So, time to run back towards A and stop them from capping it and hopefully recap it, take a second capture, which would have been also nice for the research. So as I'm wheeling my way back over towards our, towards A over here, trying to keep an eye out for enemies as I go. Getting up to something halfway resembling speed here. More craters and stuff dropped here. I thought that was a Kugelblitz, even though I couldn't hear it. I thought for sure that was a Kugelblitz and I was dead. Turns out it's not a Kugelblitz, it's a Whirlwind, and he plays an excellent game of cat and mouse here. He knows exactly what he can do to me, which is basically break my tracks, and that's it with the 20 mil HVAPs that he's got. And that's really all he can do is break my tracks and then hide. And that is exactly what he's doing. He's hiding right where I don't have a shot at him until my track is fixed. And then as I drive forward here, I have to wait to get around this dumb board and stuff. And he's able to knock my tracks off again. And I put a shot right up through his commander. And then he moves to another spot where I can't hit him while I'm repairing my tracks again. Which was super annoying, but I can't fault him one bit for it because it was very smart. So while I'm tied down with this Whirlwind here, I get hit with another one, and I thought for sure, well, this has got to be a Kugelblitz. So I move up and try to get a shot on him, knock out another guy, and then there's another Kugelblitz over here. Or, I mean, not a Kugelblitz, another Whirlwind, rather. So I decided, alright, I'm not going to play cat and mouse with this guy anymore. I just put a pretty decent hit through him. I'm going to go chase down this other Whirlwind over here. Then I'll come back and deal with that guy. And I must have just driven right out in front of... either they were talking to their team and calling for help, but either way, a Tiger 105 gets a clean shot at the back of my turret, and that'll be all she wrote for battle number 1. So we'll see you guys in battle number 2. Battle number 1 I thought went pretty well. Alright, so here we go for battle number 2. The other difference in this narration is that I'm basically narrating these battles now. I have all these compiled up into my video editor, so I'm going to be narrating all these battles 1 through 7, all one right after another, whereas when I do it live, I play through with the featured vehicle, in this case the Centurion Mk.10. I play through the battle until I get killed with that tank, then I switch over to whatever I've got left and play out until I run out of spawn points, and then I have to wait for the battle to finish so I can get the end results picture that I use for the results that you guys see. So it's usually a good, sometimes 10, sometimes 15, sometimes even 20 minutes, depending on how quickly I get knocked out. Or if I make it all the way through the entire battle, and it's a long battle, that's how long I'm waiting in between. So sometimes I just sit here and wait and wait and wait and wait until the next battle comes along, so that I can get the picture of the end game score results, because that's the only way you can get that picture where you can actually see that. Otherwise, you just get the little like battle history thing where it just says victory in this, and you got this much score and made this much research. So in this battle, I'm coming up here to peek out here and just kind of watch for enemies coming up the main road. And I love when I hit just shift, nothing else, and the steam overlay comes up. Pretty good hit on the Tiger 2 there. He put a pretty good hit on me, but I dealt him a slightly better hit, damaging his, knocking out his turret ring and his gunner and his commander. But I didn't want to sit in the same spot, because I don't know how many guys were behind him. So, you can see, I know I mentioned it in the first battle, but you can see my main big shell rack there is empty. You can see that again there while I was looking to see what damage I had. So we've got a bunch of guys on our team spawned in AAA at the start of the battle for some reason. Probably to try and make a dash to capture the enemy flag, which is never going to work in a battle map. I don't know. Conquest is not a bad idea if you can get there real fast. But I believe I was thinking that I need to get across this opening to the side of the river here real quick before I get spotted by the enemy team. And I was able to get a good hit on that Tiger 2H, and then he knocked my track out. And then I tried to angle my armor on him because I thought we were going to have to fight him, and he got knocked out pretty quickly. So now I'm just watching across the river where I'm very, very vulnerable, and it's a good thing I was, because another Tiger 2H comes along, and I missed and hit his track. I was trying to knock out his transmission there, freeze him in place, and I don't know what happened with that shot right there. I don't know where that hit. It should have gone right through underneath his the chin of his turret, but I think it must have. He must have already been destroyed, or it must have hit the building, the edge of the building. Although it didn't, surely did not look like it was going to. So I'm trying to just get the heck out of this crazy spot right here where I'm taking all these hits, and I'm going to pull up behind this T-3485 and just kind of sit in ambush position here, especially while these enemies are sticking their noses out in front. Now, we both fired and kind of gave away, obviously, that we're both here. And I made a huge miscalculation here. I figured T-3485, okay, he drives up there, he sees something, he backs off, so I'm going to back up and wait for it to come by. And he pulls forward again, takes a peek, and there's something there, but I didn't recognize fully what it was until it was a bit too late. Okay, battle number 3, and we got jungle. Always makes me happy to see jungle on a battle map. better on domination or conquest. A little more fun, but I really enjoy fighting on jungle. It's relatively flat for the most part. There's some decent elevation changes in it, but there are a few large open flat areas where you can actually have some tank battles going on. There's pretty good opportunities for ambush, and there's pretty good opportunities for long-range fire, which I really like. And again, with the shift in steam, I don't know. So we've got everybody against the Germans again, which is how it went for about, I think, like maybe the first 3 battles or something. So as I'm moving along up here, trying to follow the T-34-100 here up in front of me, get up to this little hill up here with the trees on it and the bunkers up there. And after the second battle ended a bit abruptly there with a couple assists, not too bad. But I was hoping to get a little more back towards my winning ways in from battle number 1, and suddenly that tank's lack of speed is not going to make me happy. Not going to make me happy at all. And again, I don't know if the ammo blew up or what, but... So, on to battle number 4, and now Berlin. We've got a Doom Turtle on our team, we've got a couple of Carnarvons, and we've got some bad news. An M47 right there. That's not something you want to see if you're driving a Centurion Mk.10. That means you've been up-tiered, and that's not a good thing for this tank. It's a very bad thing when this tank gets up-tiered. If you get anything above 7.3 in this tank, you're in a lot of trouble. You can already hear the ZSU-57s going off in the background. It's not going to be a good day. It's not going to be a good battle. You're going to have to be really careful if you're in the Centurion Mk.10 and you get a 7.7. It's very difficult. Particularly when you're no better armored than a Carnarvon and you can't go as fast. You can't even catch up to a Carnarvon either. This is kind of the start of a couple of rough battles for the Centurion Mk.10, unfortunately, for me. So trying to make my way around A. And take a hit and get set on fire. And again, the speed of the Centurion just cost me. I couldn't even get to where I could spot the guy who set me on fire to get a return shot at him. I was able to knock out the breach on that Tiger 2H, and that's basically the sum total of what I was able to do for this battle. Lose control of the turret crew, and that's that. So for battle number 5, look at that, right from the start. This isn't even a 7.7 battle, this is an 8.0 battle with a pair of M551 Sheridans right next to me and an M47. Not good. You can't, I mean, last battle I got killed by a T-54 in 1949. I don't know what I could do against that. And then the same thing here. That's what we're going to face here again. Tiny little battle. And these guys got to all jam up on each other and go crashing into each other at the Brandenburg Gate here, so... we can't even make a good exit out of our spawn point. Apparently, due to my YouTube celebrity status, because they recognize me and cracks me up. Now the funny thing here is that Ironclad, who I squad up with occasionally, and is one of my subscribers also, had actually sent me an invite, and I turned it down because I was recording this battle, and then right after that we got into the same battle, and he actually ended up on my squad. So he was actually a random squad here. We do actually squad up together pretty often, which is pretty funny that we ended up being squatted together. So I knew that we had some bad matchmaking here, so I'm trying to just take advantage of the hull down ability that the Centurion family does have. But unfortunately, this razor ribbon wire here is really hard to see around. So I just kind of sit here, pop up with the binoculars, and try to look up above and try to spot anything. There's an enemy right there. And by the time I can bring the gun around and figure out where the heck he is, I can't see him anymore. I'm not even sure where he is here. I could see him shoot, and I think he shot, took return fire, and backed away behind that berm there. So I'm just kind of waiting on him to show up again and then looking for anything else that's firing or moving out there that I can try to get a shot on. Without basically unduly exposing myself to return fire before I can even get a shot off or spot anything. It's really dangerous when you get up-tiered like this and the enemy is not moving around. You've got to be super careful with the Centurion. So that was an enemy right up there. I couldn't see him to shoot at him. He was just was getting away. And of course, people spawning in ZSU-57s as first spawn vehicles. Nothing wrong with that. So poor Ironclad's knocked out in his Conway by a ZSU-57. And then the ZSU-57 gets the M47. I can see where he is up here. There he is right there firing. Before I can get a good shot at him, our guys knock him out. So at least he did get knocked out before he got to take advantage of a ridiculous vehicle more. And guess what happened again? Set on fire again and killed by the same guy from the last battle again. So yeah, I was real happy at this point in the fight. So, battle number 6, and again, this is about 8 hours later. So, after being killed by a T-54 1949 twice in a row, I thought that was as good a time as any to take a break and go get ready to go to the baseball game, so that's what I did. Hoping that would make a difference, but by the time I got back, it was at least 8 hours later. I think it was more. I can't remember exactly how long I was away. I think we left the house at about 11:30 in the morning and got back around 7:30 or almost 8 o'clock at night. So, coming up in a little LLMain with Conquest map. And there's an M41 in front of me, so it looks like we've got much better matchmaking. Carnarvons, Tortoises, Charioteers, much better matchmaking than I was getting earlier in the morning for the last 2 battles there. Fellow Centurion and I trade a little bit of paint, but he did steer back straight pretty well, pretty quickly there, so we didn't really get stuck on each other too badly, so that wasn't too bad. So our team is getting A, and that's good. It's the M41 up in front. And then very quickly he stops capturing A. And if I look at the mini-map, he's still in the point. Now this guy, I don't know what he's doing here, why he didn't just continue on up to the point. He slowed me down enough that by the time I get up here, our M41 gets killed by a Panther II or a Tiger II, I forget, but we'll see in a second here. Right as I'm getting up into the point. Oh, it's an IS-3. Never mind. So, crap matchmaking again. Oh, there it is. It's a Panther. It's a Panther II that killed our guy. That's what I was thinking of. So I'm moving up, looking for any enemies that are here, and realize that the Panther II did just knock out our M41 that was right next to me to the left. So I want to try to spot him. I can hear a German machine gun going off, and I'm basically just trying to find any enemies here. See this guy here, and right through his fuel tank, but I don't get any kind of an explosion. And then by the time I recognize beyond the smoke of my burning teammate there's the Panther II that knocked out the M41 now. And I'm on fire, I've got a track knocked out, and by the time my guys can reload, I take a hit right before I could fire. My finger was on the button to fire there, which probably would have killed him. But I didn't get the shot off in time. He hit me just before my crew finished reloading, and that was that for Battle 6. So for battle number 7, I was a little bit frustrated at this point because I had not had a lot of kills in most of these battles up to this point. And I thought, when I first looked over at those guys, I thought they were T-54 or 1947s or 1949s again. Thankfully, they were only T-44s, so I was pretty relieved at the matchmaking again. Thought we were going to have a pretty good chance here. I think right about here somewhere might have been where I looked over at my second screen finally and realized that there was no activity going on in RecordPad. Because you can see the, whatever you want to call it, like the voice meter spikes going up and down. And I looked over and there was nothing, and I realized that the input was not set to my Yeti mic. And that's when it kind of hit me and dawned on me, oh my God, none of my voice recordings have gone through for this entire day. That was pretty awful. What an awful realization. And I thought, okay, well, now I'm going to have to finish this up. I did at least, I fixed it and got the voice, got it live after this battle. It'll be back to live recording. I tried not to let it distract me too much, which I did a little bit. But it was a little disheartening to realize that I was going to have to finish out the first 10 and then compile the whole thing in Vegas in my editing program, and then redo all this all the narration for battles 1 through 7. So, one thing I did forget in the re-narration was at the halfway point. I normally do a little this is what I think so far about halfway. Basically, after halfway, I talked about that if this tank gets up-tiered to 7.7 or 8.0, you're in a very bad position, and good luck. If you get 7.3 or below, you're pretty competitive. The nice thing about this tank is you get all the ammo you're going to get from the very start. So you start out with both the APDS and the HESH shells, so that's nice. But apart from that, you don't get to get any better ammo either. You don't get Heat FS or anything because the Brits don't use it. So that is one thing that is nice, is you get all the ammo, you get all your upgraded ammo right from the start. So that is something I'm looking forward to with the Conway and the other vehicles. And then I take a hit from this Tiger who, for whatever reason, doesn't finish me off, but he's got 2 more buddies waiting with him. And before I can even turn and hope to call for help or anything, I get knocked out again. So, with that, I will finish this up and I'll turn you guys over to the live commentary. Hey guys, this is battle number 8, and I am so completely disgusted. I just noticed now that all of my voice recordings up till this point have not recorded anything, because somehow the input for my record program got changed to not my Yeti microphone. So yeah, so everything you've heard up till now has been with the Yeti microphone, but of course it's been after the fact, well after the fact. So this is actually the first live bit of commentary you're getting for this video, and I apologize for that. There's not really anything I can do. I recreated it all the best I could up to this point, so best I could do up to this point. But let's see, we got 6.7s, so yeah, we should be okay. I think. What do we got here? Just Germans. All right. Yeah, extremely disappointing on the whole audio. I never listened to a single one of my recordings throughout the first whole 7 that I did, which is just completely I never even looked over at my second screen to make sure that my recording program was actually showing activity until about halfway through the last one. Oh man, that's disappointing. That's so disappointing. But, anyway, no point in dwelling on it. Moving on. Moving on to capture A here. Hopefully. A bit slower here. 21 miles per hour maximum speed. That's what we're gonna get out of this thing. Just like everything else out of it, out of this body line. I don't know if we can make it all the way to A, but I'll drop down inside that little hole. You can drop in here at this capture point anyways, assuming that I make it. Don't get intercepted because this thing is so slow.
Allied forces have captured a
It's
zone.
another cap. Well, we'll just drive over here into this little bit of valley that we've got and defend the point. Time to make a stand at A. Whee! Alright, well we made it into here anyway, so that's good. Alright, well, thank goodness the British guns have got really good gun depression, not that it really matters at this point, but... Let's see what we can see up the road here. Can at least hide out pretty well down inside this, can't really see much, though. Can't really see too much. Somebody's out there. There we go. Somebody's right there. Thought I saw a shadow going by right there. Maybe I didn't. I really thought I did. I guess if I had, they would have been taking the point, because I don't think we have anybody in the point. Alright. Cannot take that wooden shack down there. Oh, there's our first... Alright, enemy contact. Enemy contact ahead. Okay, there's a Yag Panther and it's dead. What else do we have here? Alright, Panther just knocked out a M46 nearby. Alright, something's coming. We're gonna give it a moment. Somebody is definitely coming. That was probably the one that was coming. Just knock this down. Alright, let's see what that reveals. Our guys are taking hits next to me. There we go. Let's see if we can move this barrel. Nope. Alright, well. Last thing I want to do is drive in front of somebody, but let's go find some action here. I don't know if I'm spottable through this or not. There we go. Awesome. That's lovely. That's just lovely right there. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. That is just amazing, game. That is just fantastic. That's just fantastic right there. Oh, and we can't even reload? Yeah, we can't even... And now we lost the breach. That's great. That is glorious. This is so frustrating. Oh, and now we don't even have the point. All I can do now is stop them from taking the point. That's just fantastic. Well, I'm definitely fulfilling a important position here by keeping them from taking the point. I can see the guy who's taking it. And where's our team?
Attention to the designated grid zone. Defend the A point.
Our team is all up there. We've got an enemy here,
Attention to the map.
and we have an enemy right here. Chat's spamming, great.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Cover me.
That's one down, thank you boys. And here comes a Panther to stop me from capping the point again.
Attention to the map.
So again, I won't have anything to repair with. And we stopped capping.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Attention to the designated
And there's a Tiger 2 coming.
The enemy is preparing to barrage our square. Attack the A point. Attention to the map.
Awesome. That's great. That's beautiful.
Affirmative.
Oh, great. And things are getting shot down. That's... What a fantastic part of the video this will be. Alright, well, there we go, boys. Nice.
Excellent.
And there's another one back there. I can see all these enemies, but I can't do a thing about it. It's almost hilarious. Oh, that's probably the guy I can see right there, I guess. Thank you all for capturing the point.
The light forces
Or
have captured a
knocking
zone.
them out at the point so that I could capture the point, so that I could repair. Thank you all.
Thanks. Repairing.
I'm actually kind of surprised that's all the repairing is going to take is 18 seconds for all the damage I had there. There's a guy out there by my squad mate, and I can't do a thing about it. Oh, never mind. He set him on fire. And I'm going to get killed. What a perfect ending to all this. What a perfect ending. Alright, battle number 9. Here we go. I think we will go this way. And I'm going to go up this little opening right here is where I'm going to head. It's not a way I normally go, so we're going to try changing things up a little bit. I saw we had the Russians with us, so I'm guessing, yeah. Oh, smaller battle. Let's see, what do we have for matchmaking? IS-2 Revenge, T-92, T-44. Looks pretty good for matchmaking. Let's hope it goes better. I can't wait till I have parts for this. I feel like I can really, really do a little more with some parts and some FPE for this baby, of course. I gotta play a little bit more cautiously until then. Oh, I forgot to look at the gun depression again. It's pretty good, but it's obviously not as good as, like, say, the Sturrer Emil. But it's pretty good. Most of the British tanks like this have got pretty good gun depression. Work out pretty well. All right, how open am I from? Not too open from the left there. That's not too bad. Let's see what we can spot from up here.
Attention to the map.
Too bad. Let's hope we can actually see some targets here. Oh, we catch people coming up over there, coming up there. All right, this could be good. This could be real good. This could be a good little spot here. Assuming their entire team isn't either going way around the edge to head for the bridge there or heading down through the town, which they probably are. It'd be nice if we spot something with light armor. Somebody's rocketing off that way. Let's see if he hits him. I don't know. Heard it hit. I don't think he got anything. Wow. Somebody's sitting way back there. Okay. That was a gunshot up there. I can actually... Yeah, I can see him. Okay, it's a Panther 2. There we go. I think he'll back away from that because I didn't get his driver. Ah, I thought I just had time to get another shot off at him. Not quite. It's close. We sweep the upper part of this ridge here. We've got friendlies right up there, so I don't think they're going to drive right up to here or here. But it does look like they're coming down the edge of the wall there, so that could be good.
Need cover.
Don't text and tank. That's funny.
I agree.
Okay, it's a strip up there. He's still alive. Let's just see what we can see over here. Is there anything we can see over here? Alright, no way! Where? Oh, come on now, game. I am throwing the humongous BS flag on that one. Come on. Alright guys, battle number 10, and oh, of course, look at this. We spawned about as far away from where we wanted to try to be to go capture that point as we could. Awesome. Alright, so let's hope we don't have the most BSiest explosion ever in the history of the world here in this battle like we did in the last battle. And we've got T-54s, so that's lovely. That's a 7.3 T-54 at least, so maybe we only got 7.3. I don't see anything else immediately that tells me we got higher than that, so maybe we're only a 7.3 battle. That wouldn't be too bad. I'd really like to get to A and cap it, but I don't see that happening. Nope, not with that light tank that's going to get there way before everybody else, and I'm not even going to bother trying to ask him to wait at A. That's kind of futile. Especially with the traffic jam here. And with this tank doing 5 miles an hour in a turn. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Gonna take this next right up here and head towards the main battle. With these boys here.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Alright, let's get someplace we can get some shots on people. Hopefully behind some kind of cover, not just some concealment that isn't cover at all. It's a waste. Alright, we got a couple spotters here in front of me. Hopefully that helps. Come on, tank, let's go. See if we can catch somebody moving in on C here. Well, these guys are gonna clog up this area right here. Just move up here. Don't knock the tree down. Alright, so yeah, so far I think I had some pretty rotten luck with this tank here in the last few battles, which doesn't really probably do it much justice, unfortunately. I think it's a pretty decent tank, and it's a good tank, especially when you don't get a maximum up tier of 1.0 plus. I think it's really good apart from that, and everybody's just going to drive in front of me here. It's fantastic. I'm not going to drive out and expose myself even further. And I'm not going to run for C either, because that seems like a suicidal death sentence. A couple battles here, I've had somebody get really brave on the other team and drive way up there, which I could actually hit from here, but... yeah, that's what I thought. That Carnarvon just took a hit, but I can't tell if he actually took damage or not. He might have just got a shot off. That's a 128 going off over there. That's a little scary. So the one guy who disconnected is the one guy who could help me repair. That's cool. You just gonna keep on backing up there, buddy? Man, I can't knock out the train car there, so that's fun. Missed him. Didn't get on target quick enough there. Just back up so he's got enough room to back away. Oof. Tiger 2H just whomped on that T-44 pretty good. And the IS-2. Same Tiger 2H. Really, ZSU? Ricochet, of course. Alright, well, we're not going out there. That's a foolish gesture to go out there. That guy's got that corner locked down, and I'm not about to drive out and give him a 4th kill. And Arvin, you're welcome to stay there and guard the capture point there. I'm going to back away. I want to get a kill out of this battle. I'd like about 7 kills out of this battle. That'd be the best way to end this. Yeah, I pretty much committed a pretty bad sin there by leaving that Carnarvon by himself, but he's going to drive out front and get himself killed in a moment anyway, so me staying there to be present when that happens doesn't really help the team at all either. Not sure I can do anything here, but let's see if we can. I'm not sure I can even clear this. I actually haven't ever been in this little spot of this map. I'm not sure I can get anywhere up here where I can see through to anything or not, but I'm going to see what kind of opening there might be here. Nope, I don't think there is any. Well, crap. Nope. Alright. I suppose there's some benefit to this being on the map. I'm not sure what it is, since you can't even see anything up there. But hey, if nothing else, this is exploring the map port of Novorossiysk with Orange Fan, so, you know, that's fun. Sorry about that, guys. I basically knew better, but okay, here we go. There's the point to the map right there. Or this part of the map, anyways. Come on, rotate in place, rotate in place, rotate in place. So it wasn't a total waste. Let's see what we can find here. I love these curbs that just make the tank completely shift its direction totally around it. The tracks can't just drive up over these curbs here. Alright, ZSU, if you think you're going to do any good there, really, man.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Maybe they're squatted? I don't know. Jeez. I saw him, but or we can just let the ZSU 37 be the bait. ZSU really needs to move. He's totally blocking my shot at the corner. I have to expose myself even farther just to get out there. I don't... You're really not helping there, man. Yeah, that's not a lot of help. There's another kill he got. It's the same guy getting all the kills on the other team. 4 kills and an assist. And ZSU is just going to back out and get killed now. This battle's going to take forever because they've got it effectively stalemate locked down there because the guys... The place where we could go to do something about the guys that... Oh, never mind, never mind, never mind. Move, T-32. Oh, you knocked the tree down, ZSU. Come on. Oh, come on. Reload. Reload in time to hit his gunner. Phew. Boy, I am glad I made that hit. Oh, that was basically the make or break right there. And that should have killed him too. Oh my god, they're all moving in. They are all moving in. Their entire team is moving in. Yep, that's it. That's it. It's over. Alright, well, we'll get the result screen, then the final thoughts. Alright, so final thoughts for the Centurion Mk.10. I would not put a whole lot of stock in this video at all as to how effective this tank is. I think it's actually much better than what I got. I had some really rotten luck on a couple of the battles, for sure. The Yag Tiger that hit the top of the turret that should have deflected or just punched through without exploding, for instance, and then the shell deflected 180 degrees backwards and went right back down into the crew compartment and exploded. I mean, that's just baloney. But the speed is the same as the rest of the Centurion Carnarvon type chassis there. They're all 21 miles per hour, so the speed's not great. The reverse speed, however, is a great improvement compared to the rest of the vehicles. And, jeez, with these stupid curbs. Try to break into C here without them noticing me, which isn't going to happen because this thing is all slowed down from the engine damage. Actually, maybe. Let's see if we can sneak into C. This would be kind of hilarious. Did I just set him on fire? That would be hilarious. Okay, well... Oh my god, I did! I set him on fire somehow, and he J'd out! That's really funny. That is really funny. So, final thoughts for the Centurion Mk.10 is it's a really good tank, I think. And as long as you don't get up-tiered to 7.7 or 8.0, you're going to do fine. If you get up-tiered beyond 7.3-ish, I think you're in a lot of trouble. Apart from that, it's really not bad. Yep. Alright. I hope you guys liked this video. I really honestly didn't really like it just because of the way it went. Normally the point of the first 10 video is to get you guys an idea of what your first 10 battles in a particular vehicle would be like. But I think in this case it's not an accurate representation, so take it for what you will, and you know, expect a little better out of your own first 10 with this vehicle, I would have to say. It's, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted by the audio, the narration problem earlier that I discovered, so I'm gonna wrap it up here and just say that I hope the next battle goes better, and I will definitely double check and make sure that my recording program is set to the right input. Thank you guys all for watching. Don't forget to check out the Twitter and Instagram for some other battle type updates. And if you guys think, if you actually watched this far and didn't shut it off during this rambling yet, let me know if you think I should start like a YouTube page for the channel where I can give you guys some more inputs, maybe set up a little better communication with you guys. Jeez. Boy, that is just the way this battle has gone. Alright, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Anyway, let me know about Facebook there. Thanks.